get into Linksys? Would you like some help going through some step-by-step? Robert and Beverly from Linksys are here, and they're here to help us troubleshoot and get people into the world so they can kind of navigate a little bit, so we can continue to hold these networking events.
Okay. Oops.
Yeah, so Linda, if you have any questions, just let us know. We can help you out. And by the way, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you, Linda.
Nice to meet you also.
And it doesn't look like my YouTube is even playing on here, Robert, that I tried to put on there yesterday.
Okay, so see right here, you want to make sure you click YouTube, and then I see it there. Let me hit enter. Sometimes all you got to do is just go up to the link and hit enter again, and it'll start playing.
I kind of did that a trillion times yesterday. Should I try it again?
Really? Yeah, try it again. Yeah, click YouTube first, and then the YouTube tab,
YouTube.
and then click on the link
tab,
and hit enter. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I should try a different YouTube video.
Yeah.
Because it won't do a playlist. Did my Zoom, I think, just quit on me? Oh, shucks.
So Linda, have you ever been in virtual reality before?
No.
Oh, well,
I'm
welcome to a
watching.
great experience.
Yeah.
Watch this. You're going to be blown away. Look at this. I'm actually in Zoom, in virtual reality at the same time, move my avatar around.
Having a good time. There it is. Okay,
Yep.
my screen came back up. All right, I thought I lost it. I think it just got tired.
Yeah, we can do some dance moves here.
I'm having a good time. Want to get Linda, would you like to try to get the avatar and come join us in here for a little bit, or you want to just hang out on Zoom? Either way is fine with us. We just kind of want to get people a little bit acquainted with each other and how to navigate through the networking.
I'd like to hang out and just take this in.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. It's a lot sometimes. Yeah, it can be a lot at first.
I was like that the first week. I was like, okay, now I'm going to try to figure out how to get my avatar in here. Yeah. Okay, Beverly, high five. Come on. High five. High five. There you go. Okay, wave.
There we go. Okay. I'm back over here. You know, I almost think the Linksys is faster without using the shadow.
It is, because you're using your direct client download to run it. So using shadow, it's got to go through different servers to make it render.
Oh, okay.
But it still works.
Yeah, it does, but it's a lot easier to run it on the two computers here. Okay, I'm gonna try and add this link. Go YouTube.
Yep. YouTube.
And then throw it in here. Get away from the water. And I hit enter, and it may take a minute, right?
Yeah. Giving Linda a sky view.
There you go. The sky view of the networking event and whatnot. And did you go to JV today, Linda? Did you go to the JV meeting this morning?
I did not.
or yesterday, I can't remember which day it was. Yeah, I was setting some stuff up for the summit. And if you like, I mean, if you're interested, you can do the summit as well. I'll probably have a Zoom room open to troubleshoot. But it won't be through the whole summit. But if you like to, it's free in there. Love to have you just come in for the domestic violence summit, and you could just sit in the chair and do your thing or whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I'm having a few speakers. Go ahead.
so what you have here is, so we can set up our own event and invite other people in, right?
In on the Elixis platform, you can absolutely. I believe we were touching on that a little briefly. You can, as here, like I have a membership, and then I open this gallery up. And when you're in this gallery and you're looking around the gallery, so there's a TV screen here, and I'm trying to get this video here. But if you look at this gallery, on the other side, you could just pop whatever in there, Robert, if you want to just get something to
Okay.
play in there. It'd be awesome. Um, and I can either play a training video or you know uh, a branding or a product service video, or sell the space up here, and kind of like the road signs that they have. And then on the other side, I put logos into my gallery of people that either sponsor, because I'm setting it up for the summit. So it has a
Okay.
domestic violence event, and then the CDV, so the Confronting Domestic Violence. This is a world that's already been created. I mean, and feel free to ask anything. You got Robert here, and he's a developer, and so he's got all the answers, and Beverly definitely has some more too. And I
Think I
just
do.
use this world, and there's a meditative space, and it's a world that's already built, but it's mine. So I have to open it up to people, or I can sell tickets to it. But there's meeting rooms, and then there's auditoriums and speaker stages, which has really inspired me to kind of go into this and allow people to get in here. And it's really because of the domestic violence. It's really allows some people to remain anonymous and not have to be kind of doxxed out, and just come as they are too. You don't have to get your hair
Yeah.
done or change your clothes or do whatever. You come as you are, and um you can see and do whatever you want. But if you want to teach or train, you can have people come in to a room, and they can they can do a training. I mean, do you teach classes, or I mean, like your YouTube stuff, or whatever you're concentrating on now?
The YouTube is a done for you, so I don't really teach anything. At least I haven't yet. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, during the one-to-one calls, I will share some tips,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't have a set training.
Mm-hmm.
So, so would I be able to have this set up also?
Yeah, absolutely. You can have a gallery, you can have a stage, you can have a meeting room. Absolutely. You can have this, and you can feature on the TV that Robert was just showing that he put a video in. You can feature some of your YouTube videos, or a channel that you want to show that you got to number one. You could put that in there, and
Okay.
people can come and meet you. And so when you're meeting, instead of meeting on Zoom, you can meet clients in this room and show them the video, or
Now,
you
do
could just
they,
record it. Go ahead.
oh, good. So do I need to learn the software, and do each of my clients need to learn the software?
That's a great question. So far as like experiencing the spaces, like the events and stuff, we made it really easy for people to load in, basically get a generic avatar and be
Okay.
in the space. It's not like they need to be expert in it, day one. Starting out, we have videos on our website on how to get set up and started. But far as everybody trying to, have to learn something, I mean, this is like the first step right here. It's like coming
Okay.
into the event, and then someone else would say, oh, hey, you're here, you need any help, right? So it's kind of like the whole event itself. The people in the space are there to help people out. get on board and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's all I'm doing on my side, Linda, is I'm using my W key and I'm just holding it down with my mouse and I'm moving my avatar around just like this. So of course, if you're not, if you've never played like a game before, this might be, a learning curve, but literally we designed it to where you can also just use the top roll over your mouse and just click where you want to go. I'm just using the top roller and I'm moving my avatar around. So we made it really simple. So that way, if you had to talk to somebody, you could just click in front of them and you're right in front of them talking to them.
Right. And what I like to, I tell people, hey, full disclosure, I I'm on the spectrum. I'm autistic and dyslexic, and this is new technology for me. So if I mean, that's the ease of this, and it's really user friendly is what I like. And that's why I want to share with people the ease of doing this, because when you're using technology and you're trying to use it for the good and kind of not the evil, you're sharing with people this new technology and how where the world's going, so we can get ahead of the game and really say, hey, come in here.
Yeah.
It's not an expensive program, it's just a download. So just like you download your Zoom, you download the Linksys and then you get in here, and like Robert said, it's the 4 keys. I'm still learning to navigate. That's why I opened up the Zoom and I was like, let's just troubleshoot and give people a little bit of a chance to kind of get acquainted with it, really.
We really did make it pretty simple on just, you could literally just use your mouse and click on stuff and interact, inside the space. So for instance, like we call these emotes, which is the action that the avatar is just doing. And I just opened up the emote list and I can just click on it and I'm moving inside the space without doing anything on my keyboard. If I want to stop the movement, I just click on something else or click on the same object. And we also have a social. It's kind of like not social media. It's our social VR. It's kind of like our directory. So as you're in the space meeting people, you can friend them inside the space, and that way it's like you're getting their business card.
Oh, okay.
And we made it to where you can teleport right to them. So if you're like somewhere in the world and someone else is somewhere in the world, you can just teleport. So let me just show you how that works. So
Okay.
I'll just jump up here. Say I want to go connect where Beverly's at. I can just click that and oh, there's a bug. I found a bug. Sorry about that. That's a bug. I gotta come back into the space here.
Oh, you went into the swim.
Yeah, I went into the swim. So that means that
And then you can see, like, if something happens and you go to the wrong place, you could just jump back in like Zoom. Sometimes you just have to get out of it and reboot and come back
yep.
in. So you don't miss anything.
So I'm loading back. Let's try that again.
So Robert, I keep getting knocked out for whatever
That's
reason.
probably why I fell out of the scene, because you probably okay, so let's try that again. Let me come up over here. Okay, so I'm not even friends with you. Hang on, I gotta be your friend. I just sent you a friend request. So if you can accept. There you go.
So
And that's another thing. You can make friends with everybody inside the space here. Okay, so
and do you have to
sent
refriend them when they change their avatar?
No.
I'm not
Oh, okay.
no, I don't think so. Okay. So let me see if I can teleport to Beverly again. Actually, let me tell. Okay.
You end up
I got a
under the
bug here.
water.
Yeah, hang on.
What happened
This is
with
a
your
bug.
guy?
Hang on. I gotta write this down. Teleport.
Yeah, see, it just kicked me out again. So I'm not
into
sure what's happening.
water.
Is somebody
Yeah.
changing something?
It could be the event the way it's set
Oh,
up.
Donald's coming in. I'll let him in the Zoom here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Kurt's trying to get in and he can't get into any of the worlds. Aren't letting him in.
I saw a message. You said he was trying to get into Discord.
Yeah, he's in a Linksys right now, but he
Mhm.
can't get the event's not opening up for him. And
Hi,
I
Donald.
told him
Oh.
to go into another, and he wasn't
No,
going into any either.
he's got to log into the website because that initiates the ticketing.
Hey, Donald, you with us? When you're ready, come on the Zoom, and then Donald's the gentleman that has the Mac that we were trying to load yesterday. So
Oh, is he
whenever
using
you're ready to
Shadow?
come in. No, he didn't have Shadow. We didn't have some time to explain to get down to that because that was a whole kind of different rabbit hole to take him down.
Mm-hmm.
Giving him a little bit at a time.
Hello, Donald.
See.
So this is an event that you set. So what I'm thinking is I'd like to see if we can go to a base world and we'll come back to this event. I just want to double check because I think it's because this is an event. I gotta double check where the teleport system is set.
Now, can I set this up so it's open all the time instead of just the event?
Yeah.
And then we
Well, I
can
mean,
just meet in here on specific days? What's better?
yeah. Well, our system goes 30 days at a time, so you can only set an event for maximum to 30 days.
Okay.
And so if you just set the event, just every time you do it, you just do it once a month. If you want to always keep your space open for people to
Oh,
visit it.
okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But these are the controls right here. I just wanted to show that it's the WASD keys, and then you use the mouse to look around, and then the shift is for the walk and run, and then the space bars to stand up, like if you're sitting down. And then we have more settings here. I don't want to overwhelm everybody here, but these are just more settings, more for the user, right? So inside the space with the audio, you can actually adjust the whole volume inside the space using the master. And then the world audio is like the water or wind blowing inside the scene. You can adjust that. The voice is actually the avatar mics. So if you're not hearing people very well, you could either just adjust your computer sound over here or come in here and adjust the voice sound to hear people better. And then the media actually runs the audio up on the screen right here. So if there's a video playing, maybe it's too loud, you could just turn it right off if you want. But if you're not hearing enough, you can turn it up like that. This is for the camera that I'm using, the Kinect camera. Let me go and turn it on. So as you can see, my little silhouette pops on. This is actually all the settings for that. So if you want to adjust to where your feet can move inside the scene as well, that would be lower body. And then I basically stand up out of my chair and it's my whole body
wow.
inside the scene moving. So
And you don't have to have a camera. So that's
yeah,
the
you don't
awesome
have
thing.
to.
You
Yeah.
could go all in, or you could just be like me and I just have a headset. I don't have a camera. I got
Yeah.
spatial issues. So I come with a full gamut. So if they can teach me
Yeah.
how to use this, trust me, I go to troubleshoot. That's why I mean, for me, it's like, just take your time
Yep.
and get kind of acquainted with it.
Yeah. Couple times coming through and just spending some time clicking on everything. You'll say, oh, that's what that does. Oh, that's what that does. So let me go back to we also have chat. So say you have someone that might not have their microphone set up or whatever, you can actually text chat inside the scene like this. So whoever opens up chat, they'll be able to see who's texting by their name, their avatar name inside world.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then other than that, if you go to, matter of fact, I'll go to the very beginning of this so you can see what it looks like when you first come into the scene. So when you first come in the scene, you're not going to have an avatar right here. It's going to be empty. So what you want to do is go right here on the avatar, and you can just create a generic avatar just like this, right? So I'm just gonna go full body, masculine. You can take a photo or use a photo off your computer, or you can just select a generic avatar right here. And then there it is. Now you can come up here, you can adjust the hair, the eyes, the eyebrows, the nose, the whole 9 yards. You can design your avatar right here. You can also select which outfit you want. I'm just going to use that one, just like that. Hit next, and then it will pop up here in about 6 seconds. Or more. There you go.
There you-
There's my avatar. I think there you go. So that's my avatar. And then if you want, I mean,
Now, is that because you don't have your camera on though?
right. Yeah, I don't move because I don't have the Kinect camera on right now. But then when I shut it off, it's just I can move just like this, just like how Nicole's moving. And then when you want to go back to the scene, you just come over here by the home, and it'll pop up all the events that are populated in the Linksys. So I'm going to go back to the event. Here we go. I can go ahead and turn on the Kinect camera, just like that. Just wave at the camera. There I am. Now we have another option. If you want to be totally immersed into the space here, right? This is right now the client is set for PC VR. So if you have a Quest 2 or a Quest 3 headset, you could actually come in with your headset and be totally immersed into the scene, which it's another experience. That's all I can say. That will make you feel like you're actually there inside this world. And we have that option as well. Other than that, oh, the portals. So say you're in an event here, right? And it could be a ticket event, whatever it might be, right? And you meet somebody and you're like, hey, you know what? I'd like to talk one-on-one with you, right? You could either just say, hey, give me your phone number, call them if you want to do that. But if you want to go into a private world, all you got to do is click the portal and then pick a base scene right here. Actually, watch this. I'll use the same scene right here, but I'm going to make it private for me. And oh, Beverly actually made her portal over there because, yeah, I made her portal. So I'm gonna go through the portal. So now me and Beverly are the only ones in the scene, and nobody else can get there. So that's how you do like private meetings and stuff like that. You can totally tell it's totally different. It changed the scenery
Yeah,
and everything.
you don't get all the branding and all the other stuff, but you get to one-on-one. It's a lot better. It's kind of like a little mini breakout room of its own, right?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, breakout room. That's the best way to put it. It's like a
Right?
Zoom breakout room.
It's the Linksys breakout. You're really breaking free, and then you can move around and talk, and then you can pop back into the scene at any time, right? The other.
Yep. So what I would do is I would say, hey, Beverly, I'm going to go back to the event. Meet me over there. I would just go back to the main hub and come up to the events and just click on the event and go back just like this. So it's almost like we made kind of like a Windows where you just, open up we call it like a codex, right? You just look at which world you want to go into and you just click that and it'll portal you over there.
And you pop right in once you have your avatar. Can you enter that? Can you enter that without your avatar? So if people come in and they're not really looking at getting their avatar and they pop in for the summit,
they would be a ghost, basically. They would be in the event. You could see them in nearby, but there's just not going to be a photo right there because they haven't chosen an avatar yet. But it'd be blank with their name. But I don't think
they have to register though with the Linksys.
Well, Well, yeah, you got to do that first.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think the microphone will work. I think you
Okay.
have to have an avatar for the microphones to work
Okay.
inside the space.
But if we get people that are either kind of confused or they just want to cruise around, you know, you get those at conventions anyway. You get people that
Hmm.
just kind of want to pop in for a second and they're not too sure about it, but it gives them a
Yeah.
second to say, "Hey, here I am. Here's what's going on."
Yep.
That'll give them a bit of time to just, you know, get acquainted really with the system. We want them to, and you know, if they want to remain anonymous and just cruise around, that's okay too. And that's what this is part of.
Yeah.
You know, for the point of the event. Anywho, and this is um so Linda, in the gallery, what I'm doing is, as he changes his avatar, is I put for my, what I'm doing is people in the summit, before the summit and after the summit, can come into the gallery and they'll be able to see like the brands and the logos. So I have a lady that's doing a sponsorship, and her money, you know, of course the proceeds are going to the 501c3 of confronting domestic violence. That's what the summit's about. And but her logo is going into the gallery this week, and I have another gentleman from Next Stage Speakers Academy that's going to sponsor as well. So he goes in there, and I use affiliates. I mean, when we're talking about JV partners and affiliating, and you know, if you have an affiliation you want to, we can talk about that later. You can shoot me an email. If you affiliate with me, I'll put your logo into there, without you needing to go down the sponsorship. Or you can absolutely sponsor too, but for at least until the end of October, I'm taking all my affiliates and anybody that I'm partnering with, or any of my clients, and they're have the ability to put their logo in here. You know, and
Mm.
Donald's going to be one of the speakers, and his picture will be in here. He's a featured speaker, and he has a book, and so I'm going to put a QR code next to it in the gallery, and people can just click and buy his book.
Mhm.
So he has the ability to do that. And that's just, you know, just that the joint venturing really kind of sparked me a little bit with the affiliation and the business. And this for me is just a great way to do immersive marketing. People can come here 24/7, 360, and just look at this information. And it's all going to my website. They're not clickable items, but they can capture a QR code, or just go onto my website and they'll find it. So that, and I'm sharing this with all my emails, all the people on my email list that I'm growing. Um, you know, so if you want to do that, that's another thing. Just shoot me an email after this call, and I'll share that in the marketing. Goes on to social media, and
Yeah.
it's just another great way to represent like your clientele or your products, your own products too. Um, oh, and have the podcast going. So the Pain Point podcast, if you'd like to be a guest, put that in the email. I'll drop you the link in here in Zoom, and definitely come in, be a guest. And it's the Pain Point, and I take one problem that you have online with your business. You know, how do you find clients? And it really comes back to this virtual space on how to problem solve futuristically, so we can all just kind of get acquainted with it. And the ease of this, of building my own platform, is, you know, this one I didn't build. This one's kind of just a copy of something, but I get to utilize it for myself. And this, you know, this is what I'm doing. You'll do something definitely different, but really, just sharing that information. And that's what's great about this, is moving forward, I can create whatever I want.
Hmm. What would be the kind of message you would send out to get people interested?
Message for the Elinxis, or message for which part of it? I've got a lot of
Or
messages.
let's say that well, how you could do, while you've been talking about how you can utilize it.
Hmm.
Um,
So the message I'm sharing with people, and the I guess the marketing that I'm building now into my emails, what's coming up for me, and the message that I'm sharing one-to-one with people is that it's the notoriety, it's the freedom for people to come in here. First of all, I can come in here at 2 o'clock in the morning with my avatar in my robe, my fuzzy bunny slippers, and drinking my glass of wine, spilling it everybody everywhere, and I can shop. But I'm not just going to Amazon. It's a 360 experience. I can cruise around, I can see stuff. So there's that visualization. I mean, obviously if you do the goggles or whatnot, it's a heightened experience. But going through here, I can see the video. So for me as an immersive marketer, yeah, I'm sharing the branding of my clients, my connections. I'm building it myself. I'm building my bookstore, or I'm building my art gallery, or I'm building where my NFTs will go in here too. I'll have a gallery for NFTs. And it's just, the potential up here is endless, but it's simple. So I don't have to really hire. I mean, if I want to hire Robert, I'd definitely hire him and have him build me a world. I mean, that's my plan this year. But I'm good with this right now. This is simple for me, and to share with people how to take not just your social media, share this on your social media, but I'm sharing my clients, my affiliations, and my partners on social media so they can come back here and kind of shop, get to know the place, get acquainted. And so that's really big for me, is to have the space where I can bring somebody that we're not just going back and forth on Instagram.
Right.
Here's a place I could talk to, and it's even more comfortable. It's one more step of Zoom. I don't always want to watch the Brady Bunch squares. My eyes will, gloss over after a while. I'm
Mhm.
watching, if I have to watch the squares again, I want to have an intimate conversation with someone or connect with them. I can talk to them. I can come in here at any time I see a shopper. I can come at here anytime, or I can have a shopper meet me. So if let's say I was in hairdressing and, I want to be a dresser and shop for people, I can take her avatar and play around with the avatar's clothes and dress the person in here. Or I can go in the room that Robert's in now that he's showing. This is a meeting room. We're going to bring confronting domestic violence. So Miss Garcia, who her 501c3, which inspired the summit, and I'm sharing this with clients too, is that come in here, put your video in here, or put your slide deck in here, come into this room, and I should get out into that room with you guys.
Mhm.
Put that in here and say, hey, we're going to have people who have confronted domestic violence and have moved on need a place where they can learn about what are the next steps. What
Mhm.
should I know? And what we're also doing is we're not just having training, we're having a place where they can be safe, they can be included, they can come anytime that they want, and they can talk. We can also help with sponsorship. So part of the gallery is sponsorship. And here we have sponsors that will come in and donate time. We're going to have some speakers come in as coaches, or just the speakers, and talk one-on-one with guests that have gotten VIP tickets. They get a 15 minutes to an hour with one of the speakers, maybe a coach. The coach can either sell their package, or the coach can help them. Obviously we want them to help, but you need to maintain the business atmosphere as well, and say, hey, if I've left domestic violence, now I have a home, I got all my things, I got my dog, my kids, I'm leaving, and I've been through these circumstances as a child. What do I do now? How do I make money? As a victim, I'm now a survivor. How do I become the mentor and make money off of this? Well, I can teach in here. I can have one-to-one coaching in here. I can be a CPA. I can do your taxes. I can talk to clients here. And as a person who has survived domestic violence in the home, or if we're having a moment where we just can't really show up 100%, I can come in my avatar and I can feel that strength and have that courage to be here one-on-one to work with a client. And so there's different aspects that we're working on from this summit going forward. to share the chain of events that happens after you've left the home. What
Yeah.
happens now? Where's your education? How do you get that? Well, you can come here. You can come into the auditorium where Beverly and Robert are at, into this auditorium, and hear a speaker or teach classes. Maybe you're a great math student. Maybe you're a CPA and you survived um, whatever you survived in your home. You got out. Now you have a place to teach. I can't drive. Maybe people don't want to hire me at the college, but I have good enough information and experience in my job to create a space where now I can teach. If something happens again, kind of God forbid, and we get shut down, how are we preparing ahead of time, and what are we sharing with people so they can still connect, they can
Mhm.
still thrive, they can still come, you can come as the best Joan Jetson, when she had her mud mask on and her hair curlers, she put her face on and here she was. This is really where that has gone and come to, that you can show up anywhere, anytime, as you are, the best you possible, and you can still have connection, you could still have a job, a business, you could preach at the pulpit up here, you can have your meditation space, and this is kind of where our speakers will be speaking for the summit. There's a convention space where people can, like Donald, can sell his book, or he walks up, somebody walks up and there's a video. I don't want to pay to go to Vegas and have to deal with all those people where I worked. I think I told you I was in security for a while, and I worked at the casinos. I don't really want to do that anymore. I don't want to have to mix and mingle with 500,000 people walking through a summit, brushing up. And I mean, as an energy worker, I just don't want to be with all that negativity anymore. And so I want to be in a comfortable space where I can 100% be my best, be in positive energy, and choose who I'm talking to and choose who I mingle with, and be in that space. And that's part of, you know, having conversations with Robert and Beverly. That's where they're coming from too. They want to give people the ability to create their own safe, included spaces where they're comfortable, and they're bringing their tribe in, right? And
Mhm.
that's what they're doing. What's your next step when you have YouTube? What's your next step with that? Taking them to number one. Now they're a number one YouTuber. Um, Now they have a place to speak from the stage.
Mhm.
They're creating their own world. You can create your world from there. I mean, what's your next step? What do you see in your business, Linda?
Right. Right. So with this,
Love it.
when you put this on a website, can you can't start interacting with it without
So that's a great question. So this is what you can do, Linda, is say you create an event inside of Linksys, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and log in here. See the events, they're all listed on our website. So we literally have created a landing page that you could actually connect on your own website. So say you have an event going on, like right now we're in the I'm Social, right? You could take this event right here, you just take the link right there and you post it on your website as a link, and people can just click right on that. They would basically go there to buy a ticket. However you got it set up to rev share, if you got promoters and stuff, you can also have that set up for them to promote your event, right? But this is how you would link it to your website. You just copy the event that's posted inside Elinksys, and we create the landing page for you already. And then they just click on that. So I click on this event. It's literally bringing me into Elinksys now, where you would go through the whole process. So from our website to register for, an account, to buying a ticket, to actually going right into the metaverse, we connected it all together. See, there's no break in the links.
okay. So there's no embed code.
Yeah, it's not embed code, it's just a URL that we have
Yeah.
on the events. So you just take,
Okay.
so if you post your event, say you're the one that created the Elinksys Adventureland, right? You would just go to details, and then right up here, this is the web link to get into it.
Okay. Gotcha.
And you just post that in, you could post in emails, you can post on your social media, so it really is a simple one click, and then you go through the whole process to get in.
Okay. Wow.
Yep.
This is cool.
Oh, thank
Well
you.
done.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been 5 years in the making. That's all I can say. We went from, being on a whole bunch of different other metaverse platforms to realizing what people are looking for is they're looking for a way that they can have a piece of their own metaverse, right? Or their own platform in the metaverse. And a lot of people don't realize it, but you have to have that private server, right? If you don't have a private server, you're running off of someone else's server, and everybody knows what's going on then, right? So we set this up where you can create, use the templates that we designed. When you go in and create an event, matter of fact, instead of talking about it, let me just show you. So I'm in my account. Let me go to my account, and I'm gonna go to my events. So right here, I just have 2 demos right here. I'll just so you come up here, create an event, right? And this is a simple. This is literally creating. It's like, think of those event system ticket systems, right? We literally built that into the metaverse, so that way when you do your event, you're also creating your world for the event, right? So we did the ticketing system with the world itself. So simple as that. Now, I was talking about the servers, right? I don't want to lose you on this, but the servers, what's most important to run this, right? Because servers have cost, and we set it up to where up to 20 people, concurrent users inside the space, it's free. You can literally come in here, run your own private server for free, up to 20 people. But to use the ticketing system, that's where you got to subscribe to the pro service. And that will give you five worlds that you can have going all the time, right? So once one world shuts down, you just make another one. But you could have 5 events going on at one time inside our space on our pro service that we have. And we basically set it all up to where once you make it go active, you can set your pricing for your tickets right here. You just select what you want your ticket price to be. And then if you want to help promote your event, you can actually offer up to 25% of the ticket sale to your promoters, right? So you can help promote the event, and they get paid as well. So that's this. It's just everybody needs to get paid if they're going to be putting their efforts into it, right? Especially when it's a ticketed event. And that's just one. That's one revenue stream that we've created inside the space, right? And if you want to sell this like real estate, and I don't want to go too far down the road on this, but if you want to find people that want to build worlds, there's another way you can rev share on that as well, which would be per contract. And we would work with you on helping your clients out on the type of builds that they want. But other than that, we made it really simple. We also have it where you can actually see what you're making inside the space. So when you start selling tickets, you'll have a ledger right here that shows you all the transactions. So we do all the counting for you as well.
Wow.
And yep. And then you just hit cash out, and then within 30 days, because you got to think every month we have to reconcile everything. And what we're doing as the corporate is we're going through making sure if there's anybody that wants a refund or qualifies for a refund, we'll make sure that we let them know, saying, hey, 3 tickets had to be refunded because they weren't able to get into the scene at all, right? So we'll go through that, and then you can view your cash out. If you didn't get your money, all you got to do is go back through and hit the request again. It sends us a notification saying that you're trying to recoup funds and stuff from us.
Okay.
And the tutorials, please get an account and get a free account, and you can go through our tutorials right here. We did a full video on how to set up your tickets, how to rev share, and how to cash out. And then also we need more world builders. So if you have anybody that's interested in building in Unity with us, they can come in here and they can learn how to build right away and start dropping worlds inside our spaces here. So that they could be a studio. They could be a, design studio for other clients and stuff, maybe for you as well. So we
Okay.
got getting started. We got a basic train that I did on that, and then we got a scripting basics, which is basically how the functionality works inside. Like when you're seeing the media screens go up and down, and how we're changing things around, like clicking on websites and stuff like that. That's all in the scripting right there. But it is a very robust, all in one package solution where if you really want to do a very interactive, set yourself apart from everybody else that's doing virtual events online, you definitely want to try it out.
Okay. Well, how to get started?
So getting started, I'll let Nicole take it from there.
Oh, really? On that, you're going into just getting started on the Linksys platform. You can just start in on the home right
Yep.
there, right? Because you've got that on the screen, and you just need to create a login. You'd have to
Create an
create this
account.
to become a ticket holder anyway. So in order, you just put like an email in and your password and just log right in. On that main home page, and then once you create the login, you just toggle over to some of the videos, and the videos are pretty short, so they do have the ability to download here too. What Robert was just showing is the you search here on your videos, you just kind of toggle around. If you do want to create an event, there is a video to share with you how to get is it Photon Engine?
Yep. We show how to set up the event, how to set up your rev share. If you want to rev share, you don't have to rev share if you don't want to. How to set up your priced out ticket. You don't have to charge for, you can make your events free. And I highly recommend maybe the first couple events that you do say, you're not, you're up to expectations with everybody, and you're not make it seem like, oh, I paid for this, I don't know how to get in. You
Right.
just do some free events like what we're doing to get you
Exactly.
into the system, right? And then once you get a really good group of people working together, you say, hey, let's do a ticket event, and everybody here will now become, kind of like not necessarily chaperone, but help people get inside the world, right? Because this is it does take a couple clicks to get in, but we made it so simple where that's all it is clicking to get it all set up.
And
But yeah,
Donald
there's
says you're very insightful. Thank you, Donald. Donald says, Robert, you're very
oh,
insightful, which you are.
thank you, Don.
That's why we like to share you with people, because he does. He's got so much information. But Robert helps make the tech easy. And that's what's so great about this, and Linda, if you have any questions, because we'll probably wrap it up at about the top of the hour, but I can always go over one-on-one with you if you want to just jump on a call. I did put my podcast link in there as well, so you can jump on a podcast with me. But it's pretty user friendly. The site's really user friendly if you want to go with that and just hop on it and create the account, and then go over the videos. It's up to you, if that's what you want to do, or if you need just a little bit of assistance, you can do that. So now you can have a free account, but the next one is like a paid monthly account where you can hold events. And so that paid monthly account allows you to hold events. And what is there, 3, Robert?
We allow up to 5 events on a monthly account, so you can always have 5 worlds running at one time.
And how many types of membership? So you have the free and then the
Oh.
monthly paid.
Yeah, I can share that real quick.
Yeah, because this is what's great is if you need technical assistance for your events and you're going to have a lot of people in there, then there's something, an elite. Is it elite membership? I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah. So of course, basic is just it's free. You just get an account. You can come into the base worlds, and any free events that are there, you can actually get in there, right? And then the next one up is the pro membership, which is we'll give you 5 worlds or 5 scenes, And then that's where you can sell tickets and create revenue that way. The next one up is more of a service, right? If you need like our devs, like one-on-one with you, setting everything up, you know, it's like if you need like the red carpet rolled out for you, everything done for you, that's $5.99 a month. Some people just get that when they first start out, because if they have a bunch of events that they want to get up and running, they don't want any hassle and try to figure out what to do. They would just want their hands held across the whole way. I would start off with $5.99 and then just downgrade to $39 a month once you figure everything out. The custom is all under contract. So, but we start off at 10K, depending on what the build is. But most builds that we do from scratch will start off at 10,000. And those are like custom builds for them. And you know, you'll actually get the Unity build itself into your account, or you'll have the file. So you actually own that file. And that starts off at 10 grand, but that's all contracted. So this could be a great spot right here to create revenue streams as well. So if you go out there and find people that want a world build, we'll definitely, you know, rev share with you on that as well. But that's our subscriptions. We're really trying to keep it simple. We don't want to overcomplicate everything. But the $39 a month will give you 5 scenes to run 5 events all the time, each month.
And then like Linda, my podcast is going to be on the stage. So if you want to do the podcast, we can go through setting up your account and have you come on the podcast and do that as well. So I share that, and I'll be sharing it in my worlds, and then sharing it with my list and everybody as well, to kind of come in here and to kind of help, you know, just navigate the business. But you know, that's what I like to do too, is that's part of the business. So if that's something that you like to do, it, you know, just sharing it is the best part of it, and
Yeah.
welcoming people into it as well.
Did you share the link in the chat?
I shared the pain point link, or would you like the Elinksys link? I did put the podcast link in there.
The yeah.
Elinksys, yeah. It's a mouthful.
It's 3 parts. Elinksys. Yeah.
You know that one, the platform. So I'll put this in here. And Donald, I know you've been quiet. I'm sure it's a lot to take in, but if you like, I'll send the recording as well. And don't forget, we can always pre-record your speech, so we could just put the speech on the screen and you don't have to navigate so much, because it can be a little bit too much. But I don't want to overwhelm. That's part of this. And what's so great about working with this platform is that it can be easy peasy, or you can just kind of let somebody else do it, and then just kind of sharing this with everybody, getting people used to what's coming and embracing the technology, so the technology doesn't take us over. That's kind of my thought on it. You know, it's just it's a little easier to say, I'm going to use it for good and profit.
VR for good. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And all I can say is that just because I said VR is this whole nother experience. I'm telling you right now, you know, not that we want to stick people in VR headsets and get just sucked into the metaverse and can't get out, because they just can't believe, like, this is crazy. I'm in an airplane, or I'm flying like Superman, or, you know, jumping over buildings. But it's just another way to be. To me, I think the metaverse will be the next iteration of the internet, where the Internet of Things will collaborate with it, right? So, like, say your home, right? All the light switches in your home actually correlate inside the metaverse. So you could be flipping on your lights, like, oh, I forgot my lights on at home. You know, you could go put it, you know, go to your phone and like go into your metaverse, log in, boom. You know, you're turning your lights off.
Hey, don't you
Yep.
guys have a, well, we're talking about integration. Don't you have like a chat genie or something like that in here?
Yeah, I was gonna show. I didn't want to
Yeah,
scare
I want
people
to,
with AI.
well, I don't, I don't know if you use the chat. Um, Linda, do you use chat GPT?
I do, yes.
Okay. So there's a genie in here, and you can see it kind of helps really kind of hone in. And for me, I like to use it to give me a thought or two to go on and something to run with. And so then I can do all my other uh, thoughts and just keep it in one space. I think it helps with great outlines or certain prompts. Or hey, this, I'll let him go on because that's pretty cool.
Yeah, let me see if it'll work because I know we're in Zoom. Sometimes the Zoom doesn't work right. Okay, so hello, Jeannie. How are you doing today? Oh, it's working.
Hello there. As a magical genie, I don't experience emotions in the same way humans do. But I'm always here and ready to assist you. How can I help you today?
He's asking me how he can help me. Okay, hang on. Let me just Jeannie, can you tell me more about Elinksys?
Certainly. Alinxis is a social XR platform that offers a wide range of virtual experiences. From expos and educational training to concerts and meet and greets. It supports various modes like desktop, VR, and even body tracking via Azure Connect. With Alinxis, users can explore virtual worlds, attend events, and connect with others. It also has unique features like a costume system and a ticket event system that allows event owners to create and sell tickets for their events. If you want more information, you can visit alinxis.com or join our Discord community. How can I assist you further?
That's a lot. I didn't expect that.
That's pretty cool. You guys
But
got a lot going on in there.
yeah, ChatGPT knows our website. So it's taking all the information off our website and routing it back into the metaverse.
And this just another way to kind of have a little fun with it.
Yep. And we will have it where you can run, it'll be a private server, meaning that it'd be in your own account, but eventually you'll be able to put your own avatar in there in your own world and connect with Chat GPT-3 to where now you're automating your metaverse space.
Okay, so we can build out many galleries within
Yes.
space, right?
Yep.
I don't know what the space is called. It's not a shopping mall.
So building, okay, I think I understand what you're asking or what you're saying. So so a custom build, like say you wanted to build your own world yourself, right?
Yeah, my own
I'm not
city.
Yeah, so if you build it yourself, you're the one going in there and designing in Unity, right? Yourself. You could bring that in as long as it's under 500 megabytes of size, it'll actually work. You can upload it to our platform, right? And that's one of the reasons why, if you're not experienced in using Unity, we would build it for you and make sure it's under that 500 megabytes, because that's also another issue with the metaverse is like all these platforms that you're seeing like on LinkedIn and Facebook and stuff. It's fantastic, but those are like AAA games that take like a whole day to download. We're designing this to where every single world, it should only take 30 seconds for someone to load in and experience it. So we've really partitioned it out to where, but you can build a city. You just got to be, you just got to have that knowledge on putting it all together so it fits, within the 500 megabytes. So yeah, it's a lot. You're talking to a tech guy, so it's like I try to pull it back as much as I can, but I can't.
Okay, but if I didn't want to do it, if I mapped it out, then you could create it.
Yeah, we would build it out for you. And then what we would do
Build
is we would say, hey, you know what you're wanting all in one space, we'll have to split it so it will fit in our partition to upload it into the Linksys, right? So then what would happen is say your world, it would be up here, but in your account though. Now keep in mind, so your world would be down here. Like these are my personal built worlds that I uploaded, inside of Linksys. These right here are Linksys worlds, right? That are in as a generic template for the events. But when you load your world in, it'll come up here as a live event for other people to get access to. And just to add to that real quick, the reason why we did it this way, so that way when you initially come in, when a new user comes in and they download the eLinksys client to run on their PC, you're not downloading every single world that's in a Linksys. You're only downloading on your PC the 4 base worlds. And if you have a world, it'll be downloaded, but all these worlds will not download to your PC unless you click on them. So we create where it doesn't, because there's no way you're gonna, like this right here, if we put it all together, it could be like 4 gigabytes of data all at one time.
Yeah.
Which that would be totally surprising. Most people don't have gigabytes, right? Most people that have a computer have like maybe 250 gigabytes of space, right? But their operating system taking like a quarter of it, and then of course they got videos and all their family pictures and stuff. So we design it to where it's a minimal download. When you first download Linksys, it's under a gig.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that's too much information, but you went into the space size and I was like, oh, I gotta just let everybody know, because that was the biggest thing before we were building worlds out. And then they would log in, subscribe, and they'd say, wait, you didn't tell me it was going to be 50 gigabytes. I don't have 50 gigabytes on my computer, and we've realized that we need to fix that issue, so the max you're going to download on our client, it's going to be way under a gigabyte. So it's going to be like maybe 600-700 megabytes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That sounds
I
good.
I gave you the cake and the icing on the cake with some candles.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for your time. This has been interesting.
You as well.
And
Thank
I
you
look
for
forward
being
to engaging. What?
Thank you for being here and attending today. It's awesome. It's kind of
You
exciting.
asked.
Now you can see why I get so excited on it. Please book the Pain Point podcast and come along with me. I did put the Linksys link in the chat, and I'll send you the information in an email too, just in case, because we end up with an over-indicted with our chats that we save. And Donald, did you want to come in? You have any questions, or you just like too much?
Just watching.
Hey guys, I'm gonna bop on out of here. I want to, thank you, for everything you're doing, Nicole. It was nice to meet you, Linda. It was nice to meet you, Donald, and Robert. Thank you again for all your help, and we're glad to have you aboard with everything that's happening here. So I'm gonna bow out, guys. Thank you.
Have a great
Have
night.
a good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Yeah. And I'll depart too.
Thanks,
But-
Linda.
Nice meeting you, Linda.
Have a great night.
Yeah, you too. We'll speak soon.
Definitely.
Okay.
Donald, do you have any last words? We're gonna get on out of here, so we'll close out. If Donald, if you have any questions, just reach out to me. I don't want to overwhelm you with the event that we're gonna work on and collaborate with together. But here's some of the possibilities. But if it's too much, again, we can always just do the recording. Because I know if you have an Apple or Mac, you're gonna have to run a cloud computing online server in order to get into that. So there's a little bit more that you'd have to do. So I want to make it as easy as possible. We can probably just do the recording, but just reach out to me with any questions you have. I hope you're at peace with it. Thanks for joining. And thank you, Robert. So great. We'll have the recording.
Thank you for having
so
us.
much. Thanks.
Thank
Have
you
a
for
great
putting
night.
this together, Nicole.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do it again. We'll have more people and get this together. This is awesome. Thank you.
All right. Good night,
Have a
everybody.
great night.